As some of you might know, I'm a tech writer. Among other things, I've written this book about Adobe Illustrator. This also means I have to draw a lot of drawings in this style here. Now, this is the Illustrator documentation, the official one. I'm not involved in that at all, but it contains the kind of illustrations that you might know. So we've got the paths in them and we've got the handles. And if you need to draw this stuff, then you do not want to do that manually. That is just very, very tedious. Now, there are scripts that do that. For example, this one, but others exist. So that the handles are drawn automatically. And there's also an effect which is part of the Astute Graphics suite. So in here, I've got two drawings, these two. And these, of course, have anchor points and handles. Let's just make them visible for a short moment. So you see, these are not very well designed. So if you use the Shape Builder tool or Pathfinder tools, you might end up with this. And then this is better, but not ideal either. What you can do in order to make this visible, you can select that and then go to Effect, AG Utilities, Path Visualizer. And there you can already see it. The anchors and the handles are made visible and you can actually also print them. Here are several options. You can select to just see the anchor points and turn off all of these, so you just see the points, but also all the handles, and you can visualize handle lines so that you see that as well. We're going to take at those redundant points afterwards. You can also check a color for that. So usually people make that in cyan or something like it. And then also you might want to make it in a different size. Let's have that in 200% so that we can see it better. And then you can go to OK. So then you see it. This can be also useful if you need to grade a student and see what they did there without having to constantly select it and turn that on and take screenshots or whatever. This is how that looks. Now, we've seen that it can also highlight redundant points, but redundant points in that case are not points on this path that might be created differently, but that is just kicking in when you have a situation like this. So I'm just adding a point here and then move this on top of the other. So here are now two on top of each other. And when we then apply that effect and highlight the redundant points, then you see here we get the highlight that tells us, oh, well, there are two stacked on top of each other. You can, for instance, use that for grading your students, or you can use that for checking your own work before handing it off. Now let's take a look at another effect. Remember, we've got this one here, which was far from ideal. So I'm going to apply the visualizer first. Let's make this 200% again. And I'm going to duplicate this. And now we're going to reduce the number of points. Let's go to another effect. Smart Remove Points. And you see it already has improved a lot here. So now we can set up the tolerance. You might know the Smart Remove Points tool, and this operates the same but as an effect, which is quite nice because you can still change that path. We can go in here and make changes and this adapts. That's the great thing about using this as an effect. So as you see, Illustrator has applied that at the top of this stack, which is important because it has to happen before this one kicks in. So this is how you can improve your drawings and show it off.